Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome to Rangers Radio.
Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxchair, on the show this evening as the one and only JM and the big star of Rangers Radio, the legend that is Big Stevie. Evening, gentlemen.
Evening, guys. Good to be on. It's an honour to be inducted to the Wednesday Night Club. How you both doing?
I don't know. I don't want to tell you what the induction is, JM. Evening, Big Stevie.
Good evening, boys. Good evening to the techie lads. Good evening, all the listeners. Yes, it's a big station serving the nation. It's Team Wednesday, but we've got one of the young team on. Oh, magic.
Yes, we had to play that new intro so you didn't miss your big Carolina, Stevie.
I missed them badly, mate. I really am. I missed them badly. I love the wee phone calls during the day and that, always keeping and moaning about everything.
I'm no one for spreading stories, as you well know.
Right.
However, do you know how he was moaning about me, him getting a text at, 7:30 in the morning when everybody else was up on? Well, in his behalf, I got one at 5:30 this morning. Yeah. So revenge is a dish best served cold, and it was one of our top men, Ur Ross, looking for some information over by about where they're going to meet up in Lisbon. So,
good.
At 5:30 this morning. So there you go. Right, okay. You two gentlemen haven't been on since the weekend. I want your views just quickly on the weekend, and then we're going to part that. We want to turn up what's happening in the world, the Rangers world. We're then going to look, obviously, more at tomorrow night's game, get your thoughts and your hopes. But we'll start with you, JM. Your thoughts on the weekend, your thoughts on us and the weekend overall.
Great weekend overall. We gained a goal, didn't we, in the league? No, but more importantly about to us, obviously, disappointing as a whole, wasn't it? Didn't really get going in the game, struggled. Don't know, for the first time maybe under the manager, just looked a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit flat maybe. I don't know if a hint of complacency kicked in, and we just struggled really the whole game. It just wasn't a good performance. One of them games. I don't think anybody particularly shone. Maybe Ridvan tried a bit, but overall a poor result. But, not a nightmare of a weekend. We got away with one.
Yes, yeah. We didn't play well, Stevie. There's a learning curve in there. People will blame. I'm not a fan at the moment. I was going to say Ridvan. That's not true. Young boy in the midfield. His name's Raskin. Young Raskin. I think he's not quite fit yet. He's not up to speed, but it wasn't just him. Collectively, we were poor, Stevie. Yeah?
Aye, what can we say? And then obviously your O'Donnells and etc. All the Tims and the Motherwell team just fought for every ball, diving, kicking, itching and scratching. You don't like there, I'm just putting it down to a bad day at the office. I think it's our blip, and hopefully it goes by. I wish we were a wee bit more clinical in front of goal. But we all know, listen, we can chase our tail on that. We know we should have signed a striker. We know this and that. But the bottom line is, mate, we weren't as clinical as we should have been in front of goal. We put some of the chances away. But, we're in a better place. But look, it is what it is. Of course, I was there at the game on Saturday. I was in South Fermanagh watching it on my phone. I was on manoeuvres behind enemy lines. And just let me tell you, I've never been so frustrated in all my life, sitting on a minibus watching the team play. And it's just one of these things, mate.
A bad day at the office, I think that sums it up nicely, mate. But listen, look, it happens. It's always happened. It's not a new thing. I think GB made a point last night about some of the debate. We'll always go nuts in a run-in when you get a bad result. But basically, 8 wins. We've won the league. That is fact.
100%. You know, and you earn your luck. Do you know what I mean? The team, since the manager came in, the team's been great overall. Bar arguably the weekend there. They've performed difficult away games, difficult European ties, and for some reason they just went up to scratch there. Maybe one touch of rotation a bit too far. You know, there's many different factors that I think all equated to not a good performance there. And I'm sure, I mean, I didn't listen earlier, but I'm sure Bridgman touched on it. That might also have been one of the worst refereeing displays I've seen at Ibrox in a long time. Just incompetence, both ways at times, by the way. But it's definitely getting worse. And I don't think that helped us either.
I mean, Stevie, appreciate you weren't there, which is unusual, but you must have seen the McCausland challenge. I just want your views on that, mate. You're a reasonable third guy.
Red card all day long, isn't it? You know, they know what they're doing. You know, the player knew what he was doing on McCausland. You know, he's a young pup. I've said that again, Ox. I don't want to repeat myself, but I've said this a million times. When you're playing against teams like Motherwell, it's like playing a bunch of farmers' sons. Us, the leveller is kick Rangers off the park and bring them down to their level. We know that before a ball's kicked. We need to start getting a wee bit more cuter. But the tackle on young McCausland was a shocker. It was a red card.
No, and it had an influence on the game. Obviously, they changed it. They were 1-up still at that time, Cheyenne. But obviously, going down to 10 men would have gave us a lift, more space. Listen.
Yeah, it makes it harder for them. They have to cover more ground, don't they, and everything, and it becomes a different game. And also, you know, at the end of the day, that boy scored the winner. He shouldn't have been on the pitch at the end of the day. It was a shocker. Again, you can maybe understand things can happen live. Refs don't see things, but the fact that on a review, when you look at the way Sterling got sent off for maybe standing on the boy's toe, and then you see that, you do wonder at times. But no, I agree with Stevie. Don't think you can argue either way. That was a red card.
All right, okay. So we're putting it down as a bad day at the office, and we'll hopefully learn from it, Stevie, and we move on, yeah?
Can I just say, Ox, how would anybody not put that down as a bad day at the office? Look at the run we've been on.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the games, Kilmarnock away, St Johnstone away, all these tricky places, they're harder games. You would think that Motherwell at Ibrox was like the banker out them all. So that's why I'm saying it's a bad day at the office.
Aye. Listen, the run we've been on has been superb, and there's been performances in there, Giant, that have been fine. I mean, even Aberdeen, we only won 2-1. The way we peppered their goal, and Ross County, we won 3-1. I mean, the football at times was excellent, and obviously the Hearts game, you know, we started like a steamroller and blow them away 5-0. Where again, it could actually have been more if you're being honest. So
yeah, that's what I mean. It's only 7 days. Only 7 days before maybe performance of the season. With how quick the football was, not a dissimilar team out on the pitch. So it can only be put down to a bad day, can't it? It's not been consistent. We've got no reason to panic as such, because you know then performance happen to any football team at times. So it's about, I think the manager says, it's about how you react after a bad performance, and that's what he's looking for.
There was Queen's Park Rangers beat Leicester City at home in the Championship, and look at the gulf between the teams that happens. And I knew it was going to happen because Southside took Leicester to win in his Super 6, Stevie.
Oh, poor Southside. He's cost us a fortune, so he is. He cheeked to talk about price of tickets. It costs us a fortune every week.
You get a cup for William Hill and Ladbrokes and any other bookmakers. There's other bookmakers available. Anyway, we move on. We move on tonight. Stevie, what does Europe mean to you? Where does it sit in your priorities for the team? And what's your thoughts on tomorrow night?
We're Glasgow Rangers, mate. It's just plain and simple. One game at a time, Lena Martel, and we want to win every game we play in. I mean, the big foul was asked, wasn't he? Is there a way of winning? Of course there's a way of winning. We're Glasgow Rangers. I fancy Glasgow Rangers to beat anybody at home. if we go there with the right attitude and application, how can we not get a win? The last time we played Benfica away, I believe it was 3 each, wasn't it? And they scored. Nunes scored the third to make it 3 each. And look, the player turned out to be
92nd minute or something ridiculous as well, wasn't it? It was right at the end of the game, wasn't it? It was right at the end of the game.
Through the middle event. Nunes was away to Liverpool. Much did he get transferred for? They were a far better team then than they are now, I'll tell you that right now. So how can we not go there and win? The big Phil at the helm. Of course we can.
Yeah, it was 2 each Ibrox, wasn't it? We were winning 2-0, I believe. And I think they scored with the last kick of the ball away there to make it 3-2. And that was a fabulous result for us where we were and the journey back. But we can go there. And if you play well and you carry luck, he was right, Jim, you can get a result there.
100%. There's no reason why not at all. The players that will be on the pitch, they'll be more than capable. I think the manager said it. You're going to need a bit of luck, of course, and you're also playing really good teams, so anything can happen. But it's just about how you apply yourself. And if we play to our best, with no doubt we can get a result.
The only worry I've got, Ox and JM, is our defence. We've got to get it right against better opposition. I mean, Golson and Suter, if that's who's on, whether it's Balogun, I don't know. But whoever's playing at the back, we've got to get it right. You know, we've got to keep the back door shut, take it back to Ibrox, and we've got the advantage here. Nobody's rubbing their hands saying, oh yes, we've to go to Ibrox. Nobody.
If you look at 2 years ago when we went on the run, I think we only kept one clean sheet, and that was against Red Star at Ibrox. From memory, Jim. I did check it the other night, but I think I'm right when I say that, you know.
Yeah, but we, as Steve said, we were always in the ties, weren't we? Never won. We never got battered. We were at maximum one down at half time, weren't we? I believe in that. We were always back to Ibrox, and well, with how we tended to start in that, it was normally one each after about 5 minutes at Ibrox, the way we had it going. So it's about staying in the tie, isn't it? A sold out Ibrox for the next week. Give the fans something to go there and cheer about.
Well, let's play devil's advocate, gentlemen. Let's say that the beat is 1-0. Do you not fancy Rangers get through that tie?
100%. I still fancy us.
So they are.
If I'll put you two gentlemen on the spot, and I don't like calling you two gentlemen, but I will, just because I'm quite a nice guy, right? I'll put you two gentlemen on the spot. What percentage do you think we are to go through in this tie? Where do you sit? Is it 50-50, 60-40? What's your thoughts? Put you both on the spot.
Right, I'll go first. Age before beauty. Right, I reckon it's 50-50, and the simple reason is apparently they're not playing very well.
The last two results haven't been great, yeah.
They get gubbed 5-0 and they get gubbed with somebody else. But the problem they've got is what I was hearing. I was watching a pod with a Rangers fan. It's actually a Benfica fan. He's things there now, and he's a season ticket holder. He says that all their great players that they've let go has never really been replaced. He says like they've still spent like 30 and 40 million in players to come in, but they've no hit the ground the way the boys that have left, sort of thing. So, I mean, I believe they've spent mega dough in 2024 on players. Mega dough. But listen, there's no easy ties in Europe, but I'm going to say we're 50-50 for the simple reason is their manager's hanging by a thread. He's job with the results he's had lately, and they've been totally battered. And let's just hope that there's a confidence thing. If we can get an early goal and that crowd gets in tap with him, you just don't know what can happen.
You could have another mad night like away in Dortmund a couple of years ago. How do you see it, Jim?
I see it as 60-40 in their favour, and only because I don't know this. Only because of how depleted we're starting to look in the front line. Just energy. By the way, that's me not knowing their squad situation. I think the manager touched just our lack of options in the forward line to give us a bit of freshness. I'd have them down a slight, and also because I always think we're slightly better when we're the underdogs, so it kind of helps us as well.
All right, I'm even more. I'll use the word pessimistic or realistic. Maybe some people might say I've got us a 35% chance going through. But if we get Stevie's result and we come back with a goal, a deficit, I think that really swings maybe 55-45 in our favour, Stevie.
100%. Listen, if we can get a goal, see, even if it's 2-1, we get beat and get them back to Ibrox, man. Away goals go now, don't they? No?
No,
they got us. No.
That's gone. Remember, if that was the case, Braga would have put us out, mate, with that goal they scored 2 years ago.
Sorry, I don't know I mean, they change it that often. But anyway, the bottom line for me is, remember, we're thinking there'll be 3,500 official bells there, plus probably another good 1,000 or 2 sneaked out of the stadium. It's not as if we're not going there with any bells, and they'll be singing their hearts out. And surely the team will look up at that corner, want to do it for the boys. I get everybody's a wee bit. Now, just keep your feet in the ground. Remember, it's Benfica, but we're Rangers. And in this tournament, the Europa League, we've been fantastic. Why should we not stick our necks out a wee bit?
When you look at the teams we've played in Europe over the years, JM, and I know you're a bit younger than me and a lot younger than Stevie, but when you look at it, you see the teams we've played, and it's remarkable. We've only played Benfica twice in that tie a few years back, and they've never beat us. Obviously, we've never beat them.
Yeah, no, it's a stat. It's a positive stat. It's an optimistic stat, and obviously, considering for a majority of our history, we've always been in some sort of European competition. That's quite an incredible one that we've not taken them on that often. But we don't have a bad record in Portugal, do we? From what I've really quickly searched.
No.
These little omens sort of, I don't know if they mean anything or nothing, but it's a good one to have in my recent memory. I've not had many bad results in Portugal. I mean, I know typically in Braga, but seem to be good.
No, we haven't got a bad record. You're right. And every time we've managed to get to a final since 72, 2008, 2022, Stevie, we've played a Portuguese team.
That's correct. That's right.
Yeah.
You say that and you think about it, you go, that's right.
Aye. So you just never know. You never know, eh?
No. Listen, as I said, we've got to have a look at our record in the Europa League the last few years. We've been outstanding, Ox. We've been punching above our weight most games. When was it? We drew 1 each with Porto, won it away. Was it Porto? Morelos got a cracking goal stuck in the top corner.
Yeah, the back post. It was a draw. Was it 1 or 2? It was definitely a draw, wasn't it?
Aye, it was one each or 2 each. You're totally right. But I can remember the ball coming out, and what a ball it was. It bent right across behind the defence, and Morelos stuck in the top corner, mind. We've had great results, Braga. I know they beat us maybe 1-0 one time, but we came back and done them at Ibrox. But against Portuguese teams, how we know? But I mean, what about the one Whittaker went there on? Who was that against?
Sporting Lisbon.
Unbelievable. And what a run that was. The boy stuck the ball in the pokey. Why should we go here fearing in any shape or form? Can I give them any respect? I've got a great record against Portuguese teams. We should be going with a bit of swagger and a bit of fight. The right application, we'll do all right, Ox. We really will. With the support there, keep backing them, we should do all right. My mate Southside, I'm missing him.
My mate Southside. What's he like? It's like a big Jesse, isn't he?
It can't be Dream Team Wednesday when we've got a stand in. They disrespect JM. You know what I mean?
I just want to say, I don't want to upset you. Your mates had a better offer than Benji.
You put it so nice, what you do.
Right, I just want to. I'll give you this. played Portuguese teams 22 times. Yeah. 11 wins, 7 draws, 4 defeats, 36 for, 26 against.
Oh. Who's favourites? Can I ask you?
When you look at that stat, we've only lost 4 out of 22. When you consider the calibre of teams that they've got in Portugal, Giant, that's pretty frightening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's impressive. They've always, good teams. And yeah, it's some record when you put it down on paper. And it is impressive. And by the way, they would have been looking at the draws they could get. They wouldn't have fancied us either, by the way. They'll know, we're known around Europe at the moment for our runs and stuff, especially a couple of years ago. There'll be teams. I think we forget that there'll be teams wanting to avoid us in the draw.
Right. So let's play devil's advocate again. The way Benfica's playing the now, their manager's under pressure and everything else, and that record you've just read out there, the now. So what's the percentage now? What do you think now? That's why I'm saying 50-50.
Right, I'm sticking at the start of the tie. That's where I think we are. Nothing's changed for me. I think they'll get, with the players that they've brought in, they might not have gelled, but in theory, they might have better players, slightly better players. That doesn't mean you're not we can't be a better team on the night, as we're proven in 11 out of the 22 games that we've won.
Can we ask the techie boys to do a wee sneaky look at what they've spent this year on players?
Maybe know the night to ask the techie boys to do that, mate.
Aye, you know what I mean.
I'll just come to that, yeah.
I wonder if it's some people.
I'll just cut across you, Giant. We're trying some new software tonight, and somebody could maybe post YouTube and Facebook to make sure the sound's all right. Obviously, we don't hear what you hear, so just let us know if you could post it on there. We'll pick up. Just yes, the sound's okay, or yeah, tick or whatever you want to post, just to let us know, because the boys are working hard to improve the site, and we're running some new software this evening. Don't ask me how it works, Chai. I'm way above my pay grade. That's how Fox gets the big money. Chai.
I was just wondering if there's 3 blokes sat in Lisbon right now saying what percentage chance we got because we lost to Motherwell on Saturday. I've just sat there thinking, hang on, this team just lost to a team of Stephen O'Donnell, didn't it? What chance have we got?
The 3 Portuguese guys sitting in a pub saying we should beat them, they get beat by Motherwell.
Yeah, they sat there in Lisbon on Benfica radio.
They get beat 5-0 as well, but
yeah, they never scored. At least they never scored.
They were playing Porto. We were playing Motherwell.
No difference, sir.
It depends where you want to go your holidays, doesn't it?
I just got a text through from Southside saying I can hear you loud and clear, wingman, for this pub I'm in.
I've just had one as well for somebody that's told me they're in Portugal and the sound's okay and fine on Facebook. There you go. We're not just serving a nation, we're serving a continent, Stevie.
Techie boys are brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. The Bears worldwide are listening in. Big Al earlier in Australia, James, Tennessee. We've got who else for America is it again?
Denver, mate. Denver.
That's it. I keep forgetting about Denver. They're happy buns, man. Yes. Aye, fantastic. Oh, the world. Remember that Oxford was a boy. He's got to get a plane and then a boat and then another boat. And what island was he on? He was listening to Rangers Radio, mate.
Oh, it was somewhere out in the Far East, mate. It'll come to me. He was brilliant, wasn't he?
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't believe it when he was telling us the journey he had to get to that island.
Was it in Thailand somewhere? It was in Thailand. I think it was Gordon. And he's actually just checked in and said the sound's great in Thailand.
Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. Well, there you go.
Fox is looking to organise a trip over there just to make sure the technicals are all right. He's like, right, okay, so, right.
Did you say technicals or testicles?
Both, if I'm being honest. Both. right, we better get these phone lines open. Remember, it is a phone-in show. What your thoughts are? Have we been harsh? Have we been realistic with percentages? Portuguese team, you're looking forward to it tomorrow night? Is it a free hit? Do you care? There might be that chain of thought for some people. I don't get it myself, but some people might say, I'd rather be good. Yeah, but I can never think, well, I like to try and win everything. Maybe just greedy. We get these phone lines open, gentlemen.
Great
Yeah,
idea.
go on.
But can I just
Let's
say
hear from
another?
you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yes, Stevie.
I was just going to say we've got to remember the end game here. Are we John out of Dublin? You know, the end game here. I mean, what bird doesn't want it? We've sang the songs all our days. We want to get to Dublin, didn't we? We want to get to Dublin, man. That would be absolutely brilliant. 250,000 bells running about Dublin. Absolutely magic.
Line of the night, all Bear said the sounds fine. And Govan.
Brilliant, Old Bear.
Line of the night, all Bear. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Aye, look, I've got to be honest with you, if we get through this time, Stevie, and I'll come to you, JM, I think people might start thinking differently.
Yeah, I think there'll be meetings and all sorts of people thinking these guys are going to do it again. What are we going to do? I wouldn't mind being a fly on the wall and whoever's organising this if we get through this time. Only 4 matches away. Can you see them letting us go over there?
No, I think they would change it. I think if we got to Dublin, mate, they would need to change it.
And has that ever happened? Has that ever happened before in your guys' history?
They better not change it, and I'll tell you why. I've been watching that kin. So I booked the Hoosies right at the back of that stadium, so we can go. We've got a base right next to it. You know what I mean?
Did you say Kin?
Aye.
That's a brilliant series. I watched that myself, but I'm watching Colour up here.
Right, so I will see. But if we get to the quarterfinals, people start thinking differently, only because it was happened 2 years ago, and we never, if we're honest, we never seen it coming. JM.
No, not at all. Again, it was with the amount of games we were playing, the caliber of the team, the teams we were playing, and the squad and that. Nobody saw it coming. The players they've done a great job. The man at Gio and everyone, they all deserve credit because what a job they've done every week. They were sort of defying the odds, putting together great performances and going back. And I mean, you see now that RB Leipzig, they're playing Real Madrid tonight. You know what I mean? The difference too, they're playing Real Madrid tonight. I know a few players of it, but that was a caliber of team we were playing, and we beat them at Ibrox. It was amazing.
Yeah, we didn't beat them.
Yeah.
2-0 up. Big Aribo missed a sitter. They scored late on. We go back down the park and get another one. We won 3-1.
Yeah, it wasn't a smash and grab. It could have been, like you said, it could have been a few. They came into it for about 20 minutes, didn't they? When we started to maybe get a bit nervous and tired.
Aye.
Just the legs went. That was all it was. And that game at Ibrox, we were the better team by a good way.
Do you know, Stevie? You might laugh, and I said if we did get through tomorrow night, people will start believing. There was a moment in that run where I did feel there was just one moment, and I thought we'd go on and win it. I really did, honestly. When we were in Leipzig and the boy went round McGregor and he put it over the bar, I just, and to myself, I thought our name could go in the cup. Obviously, it transpired it wasn't because of penalty kicks, but I actually started thinking we could do this. I know it was a semi-final, we had a chance, but I just felt that they had a chance to really go 2-0 up, and the tie could have been so different, and the guy missed a sitter, and things just grew for there, and then we get to the final, and we were unlucky, penalty kicks, it could happen, but I wonder if tomorrow night could be a moment in time where you start building up momentum like the Dortmund game 2 years ago.
It was like Seville, mate. Who thought we would have went there and beat them 3-2 in their own backyard after just beating Madrid? and they had been beating their own patch for how long? And then we done the same, didn't we, with Dortmund on that run? Nobody, not a person, not a sausage would have thought we'd have beat Dortmund in their own ground. Not a person. And we done that. Listen, we're Rangers fans, we're allowed to dream. And can I say something? Some of our dreams really are, when in the Europa League, are, I mean, I don't know when you started getting included up there with the Benficas and Stoke being the underdogs, because we've been great in that tournament. No, we've really been great. I know, but we struggled against Motherwell, and we need to keep our feet in the ground. I get it. But in that tournament, we're seeds for a reason, guys.
Right. We're seeds because of the last time we played, and obviously we're coefficient giant. And if you look the last game we played, I'll be honest with you, I thought potentially our best thing could have been that night that we still were in Europe. Lo and behold, and we went to bet us and we win.
Yeah, I mean, that when you say it in hindsight, you'd maybe think that'll be the moment, because nobody gave us a chance to go and win even that match. And remember, we'd already beat them, even though it was at Ibrox, we'd already beat them, and nobody thought we could go there and win either, and we could have. Yeah, to be honest, it was looking like it, wasn't it? It was just about being happy for the money and maybe thinking, oh, if you're in the Conference League, we've maybe even got a bigger chance in Europe. But we've still got a chance in this one. Okay, anyone says you get the luck and you start going, it's a lottery, isn't it? We can beat any of these teams that are in that competition.
Oh, the battle fever. Oh, the battle fever's building up, Stevie.
Oh, that is the half, man. That is the half. Listen, Ox, I got a text there for the Jungle. Burnbank VK. It sounds perfect. And can I just give you all the blue noses? See the Jungle where EK is? What a blue nose area that is. I used to run about it as a young lad. It used to be the Clansman was a pub there. Believe it or not, the Clansman at the Still game, that was a pub. And what a pub that was. Magic for all the blue noses. But they can hear us loud and clear. And yes, the battle fever is building up, and I can't wait. And I hope the Bears do it for the boys that travel. I really do. They deserve every... You have no idea. I was watching some of the boys that were travelling today. They've had to fly into that country to fly down the Tapa, Portugal, into the bottom of Portugal. Oh, unbelievable what they get through, the Bears. And some of them haven't even got tickets. They're still looking.
Just remind us of your journey to Seville.
I'll tell you, unbelievable. Me, Myra Hinley and Jamba. We left here, travelled all the way down to Manchester, flew from Manchester into Porto, and from Porto down to the boat, what was it called? Faro, yes, into Faro. Then we travelled from there into Seville. Back the way, we went from Faro to Switzerland, back into Manchester. I drive up the road, nearly killed me, by the way. Really killed me. You could have put a pie in front of my nose, honestly, when I got in the house, and I wouldn't even try to eat it. There you go, that's how tired I was.
Anyway, we've been joined by Smurf. Evening, Smurf.
There's Smurf boy.
Evening, Ox. Evening, everybody. A lot of people I've seen on social media sort of complaining, or not complaining, but thinking it was maybe a better idea that we would go out. And I get the rationale, concentrating the league, we've got spate injuries, etc. But see, in all honesty, we need to be in Europe as long as we can, to get as much money as we can, so we can tool up for next season, regardless of the outcome of the league. I just don't understand it, that thinking. But my other point is, I think in a cup competition, the beauty of any cup competition is anything's possible.
Yes.
And the last time we won a European trophy, we played in that final, that particular tournament's final 3 times. So this will be our 3rd final. And I think the omens are good. I think we can go and do it.
You've got us in the final. You've got us in the month.
I don't see why not.
What I will say is, I hope you're right, Smurf, but what I will say is, if you were to say to the board of directors, or me as a fan, if we went out in this round of Europe, or the next round of Europe, yeah, and that guaranteed us winning the league. Financially, we'll be far better off. Yeah.
Of course,
Because of what's on offer in the Champions League. So I understand the rationale. But once the whistle goes tomorrow night and you start watching the team play, I don't think there's a blue nose on this planet or no one is to win. Giant.
No, absolutely not. Once the game starts, we're all guilty of it, even if the rationale beforehand, even the people that are saying, oh, we could do with going out, once that starts, they'll be cheering and kicking every ball the same and moaning when Tab puts one bad cross in after a while. They'll be saying, oh, for God's sake, once the game starts, we want to win every match, don't we? And you can I can understand why fans are saying it. It's a big prize for winning the league. It's you could argue both times we've got to the final in recent history, it's probably cost us the league. But I'd throw it in the way, if we don't do as well as we do in Europe all these years ago, then you're not signing players like Jack Butland if you're not in Europe and on a stage.
That's a good point you make. So, 2008, yeah, a team got a game called off when their so-called best player at the time was injured because the next player who wasn't with them had passed away and the game was called off. Yeah? Unheard.
That's correct. A well player, yes.
And the date of the game was moved. Yeah, when that player was in. Then we had the fixture congestion that wouldn't have happened in any other country in Europe 2008. Yeah? Anybody that's listening who supports another team, you're welcome to go and check it out if you want. 2022, the fixtures were changed again at Christmas time. Yeah, 2 games were cancelled. Another team.
By the way, that one was worse, by the way. I think that one was
2022. Worse. Wait till you're spoken to, yeah. Right, 2022, the fixtures were moved for the advantage of one team who were then allowed to bring new players in to play against their opposition. The goalposts were moved twice. If you're listening for that other side and you want to go and check that out, that's what happened. Yeah, carry on, Giant.
What had Gio won 7 in 2022 that season? Was it 6 out of 7, 7 out of 7? We'd won every game. They were struggling and whatever, and a few players got a cold and they cancelled all the games. You couldn't. Right? People don't believe you when you tell them. The other people don't believe that that's how it happened because it sounds that ridiculous.
Yes.
And they were allowed to have a January transfer window, a winter break, and basically restart the league again. Unbelievable.
Yes, that's what happened. Anyway, we digress, Smurfer.
Well, it's listen. Your man just said there that, you know, maybe the European ones in the past have cost us the league. But I think what we've just highlighted there is that it was maybe the Scottish Football Authorities that cost us the league when we wouldn't have runs, rather than promote our game to attract better money into our game so we can improve infrastructure and everything else and attract better players and better TV audiences, etc., which they're employed today. They actually are subverted our game with their actions, and but it doesn't stop us. They try to destroy us, and since they've tried to do that, we've played the European final, and in fact, for recent history, we've played 2 European finals in, 15 years. So, no. I think as long as we just sort of play with our own integrity and we worry about ourselves, we'll always be all right. Because the power of the blue pound will always see us in good stead. That's what I believe anyway.
Right. 16 year this year, 2008, yeah?
16.
Aye, 16 year. I know that was a typo because I know somebody with your upbringing when they get that arithmetic wrong. Yeah? Oh dear. If you want some comedy gold, there's some podcasts out there that they want to reroute Scottish football. They want to change everything because they've lost one game, but that's a whole different show and a whole different event. But just want to just congratulate Rangers ladies manager Jo Potter, who got her contract extended to 2026. So the club must feel she's doing a good job. We're obviously sitting 4 points clear and we play away from home against them. And I think it's the same day we played in D, the next game. So we wish them well and all the best to Joe for getting a new contract. Steve, I know it's something you follow, yeah?
Yep. Aye, the lassie's done brilliant. She's brought in a few good signings. She's changed the way they play football. They're more attacking minded. They're stronger. There's a strength about them. The lassie up front, Rio Hardy, she's my favourite. And see when she scores a goal, they sing the old Gerard Gerard song. Her name is Rio, and she scored another goal. Brilliant.
How does it go, Stevie?
Oh, I can't sing it. I can't sing. I'm a singer in the police station, you know that. But anyway, her name's Rio. She's a great striker. They won 3-0 there against the Highbees and it kept them 4 points clear at the top of the league. But listen, Rangers have got the lassies are doing really good and they've got some good quality players in, and the lassie Joe Potter, she deserves it. Well done, wee Joe. Well done.
Yeah, JM.
Yeah, no, it's great to see him top of the league, and it's good to see both teams on the top of the league. And well, mate, continue. I believe I'm not following much, but I believe they underachieved for a couple of years and not quite got what they want to be. But good to see it starting to come to fruition now.
Yeah. It's Muffet's an integral part of all big clubs now, so we wish them well and wish Joe Potter well. Yeah.
Kathy,
we're going to be inclusive and going to move with the times, and it's every bit. It's synonymous with the fabric of the club now. It's the men's team that's growing all the time, and we're fighting on all fronts, and that includes the ladies team as well. So I wish them well, and it's good to see Joe Potter getting extended because it represents even more success at your club. He's obviously doing brilliantly. So fair play.
And I'm picking up the young McCausland was training today, and I'm also on a different subject. I believe young Lovelace is a bit of a reset. I hope it's not going to be one of these players, JM, that's got pace but has problems with her hamstrings. We know about that for the past.
Yeah, no, that'd be a shame. I think the only on the Lovelace one, I guess the benefit is age is on his side in regards to not rushing back, isn't it, and trying to get carried away. It must be hard as a young player when you're playing in the first team and itching to get back. But the blessing there is age on his side and a bit of patience, and hopefully they can get it right and see where he goes from there. You know, I think he's got options to potentially move, hasn't he? So we'll see how that goes. And McCausland looking good. I saw pictures of him in training. I think that's going to be a assess on the day situation, but we'll see. I think we know the manager. I don't think the manager will change his ways. If he don't think he's ready, he won't be in the squad.
No. I'm glad. I mean, we'd heard. I've never seen any pictures, but I'd heard he had a boot on. But maybe that was just precautionary, Steve.
Aye, it probably would be. Aye, they would. I mean, it was a bit of a tackle, so they would have everything. They've got procedures knowing that, but that would have been one of the procedures to keep it wrapped right up, steady, and everything else. Get it in that boot, and then leave it a day or two and have a look at it, get it scanned and whatever. But that's good. The wee man's back. He was back and laughing as far as the 40 that I've seen. But I'm disappointed about the boy Lovelace because he came on at St Mirren that day and he was really good. And he gets the injury and then he gets obviously fouls, letting him get minutes on legs, playing with the B team. And then he said a wee setback, Ox. I didn't know that. That's news to me early now. So I hope the boy's all right.
Aye, we wish him well, mate. We wish him well. You know, he's only a young kid and he deserves a break, JM, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you do. He's obviously a very, very talented player. Otherwise, he wouldn't be with us, and he wouldn't have got the opportunities that he did. So, hopefully, a speedy recovery.
We can't catch a break, Smurf, can we? No, it's just one of the things. I mean, I know you think explosive players, guys with explosive pace. Michael Owen springs to mind, and he was sort of, had horrendous problems with his hammies, and it's just one of these things with guys that are like that, and I just hope that it's just something and nothing, and that, you know, as he resets and, you know, goes on to have a fine career, and hopefully with us. Just a point on the wee man McCausland. It's a question, really. Can the football of SFA or SPFL, whatever it would be, retrospectively give a red card?
I think that ship sailed, mate. The ship sailed.
I just can't understand for a life.
It's gone, mate. It's gone. The ship sailed, mate. You've got to question the referee and the order between him and VAR, yeah. You know, and if you look, that people think it's all right to kick somebody in the head now, you know, and then two of your players handle the ball in the box, and they're saying, well, can it be a penalty? You know, I don't know the rules of football anymore. Stevie?
Listen, don't even get me started about that Mankey mob.
I never mentioned them. All you've done is put two and two together.
That's exactly what I'm doing. Listen, we know what propaganda we Brendan and that used. They're trying to move the goalpost. They're putting pressure on people for the next 8 games. That's what they're doing. They're putting pressure on referees, on linesmen, on VAR, everybody. The rattles are out the pram. No, they get a penalty. Let's be honest. They get a penalty for absolutely hee-haw. If I was to say the 2 penalties are soft, right, but with the rules of the game, if it hits your horn in the box and your horn's out, it actually hits 2 arms in the box. So it's a penalty kick with the rules of the game now. It's still soft in my eyes, but it's a penalty kick. The Hearts, their penalty, he flings his cell into the Hearts boy, hits the flare and he gets a penalty. Unbelievable. They're forever, they use propaganda all the time. They use it well, and that's all they're doing, is putting pressure on officials, on the VAR people, and everything else to say we were cheated. They questioned the guys. He brought up the boy beating. And it was his decision at the end of the day. He's only telling the ref to go to the screen. And the very same ref went to the screen at Ibrox and never changed his decision.
Aye, with Big Stirling sending her. Aye.
Correct.
Aye.
I wonder because Don Roberts.
I wonder what the outcry would be like, JM, when we won the league.
Oh God! What? Good God! This is them after they've lost the game. Oh, don't. Everything Stevie says there is absolutely spot on. Never mind the penalty they got given, by the way, and the ones who got given at East. I don't know where to start. If you go for it, or you turn as bad as them, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Right, if you kind gentlemen don't mind getting your cell phone mute, the techie team have got Fabio Silva's interview, and we're going to hear that for 2 reasons. One, we want to hear it. It's just come out. And 2, we want to try out the new technicals and make sure it's working. So get yourself a mute, and let's hear from Fabio Silva.
Fabio, we're here in Lisbon ahead of tomorrow's game against Benfica. What's the mood like in the squad heading into this one?
I think you are in a good mood. I think we prepare this week very good for these games. I think everyone likes to play these games. We don't need motivation to play these games. And as the coach said to us, and we always try to do everything for win to take the 3 points. I think we are top on our group on the group stage, so we are in the good way. So we have to continue, and of course, it's going to be a good battle tomorrow.
For you being back in Portugal, how much are you looking forward to this game, and what was your reaction when the tie was made?
No, of course it's special to come back again to my country. It's always special to come here, to speak my language, to see some friends, to see some family. So it's special. But of course, the most important for me tomorrow is to, like I do with other games, to help Rangers to do my best.
You'll obviously know a bit about Benfica. What kind of threat can they pose tomorrow?
No, of course, if you can see tomorrow they come with more power and more fire, and with the fans and the players, because they need to show some reaction about the last 2 games they have in the cup and in the league. So we expect that, but we are ready for this because it's the 2 big teams. We normally, Benfica and us, Rangers, normally we have that pressure. We have to win every game. So is going to be good because both of the teams are going to fight for the win, but it's going to be a nice game.
How much are you looking forward to playing in the Europa League for Rangers?
No, Europa League is a special competition, of course, like the other ones, but it's a competition everyone wants to play, and I'm a kid and I dream to play on these competitions, and of course for me, I already played this competition last year from PSV, but it's special to play from Rangers because Rangers is a special club, it's a historic club, and I feel very good here. As I say, everyone can say the happiness I play for this club, and I'm very happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to play tomorrow for Rangers.
Yeah, and when it gets to these knockout stages of the competition, it must be a really exciting time for a player as well.
Yeah, we know it's not one game. We need to manage this because we have 2 games, and we know tomorrow we're gonna be a little bit hard because it's away. It's a big team, as I say, but we have 2 games, and we have the qualities, and the coach say already the things we can hurt them. So yeah, we are prepared for the game tomorrow.
Right, okay, thanks for that. And once again, if people could let us know how the sound works, the technical boys, the big earners, they would like to know, so we can feed back. Hopefully it worked out all right. Since that boy's came to the club, I think he scored 3 goals. He's got a great attitude, great work rate. Yeah, you could argue he should score more goals, and I think he should have scored 1 in the first half on Saturday, if I've been honest, Giant. But you can't question his attitude, you can't question his talent, and he seems like a smashing bloke as well.
Yeah, no, he's obviously a really, really gifted footballer. He got it all, got a bit of pace, lovely touch, enthusiastic. He's came with a really, really good attitude. I thought he came on Saturday, and as well, he was probably one of the few that maybe did get pass marks in regards to he implied himself and was constantly in the game. Probably should have scored, didn't he? But a bad bit of luck. He probably made too good a contact. If that was Big Cyril, might have hit his big toe and went into the other corner or something. He just caught it, and unfortunately it went straight at Kelly, didn't he? He was unlucky. But no, a good player, and I still think we're going to see the best of him yet in this run.
Stevie? Is he still on mute? Is he doing a bridge, man? Smurf?
Aye, I really like the boys. I thought he should have started the game at the weekend. And I think he needs to start this game. And I think with the right... I believe we've got the right player. I think we've got the players that can do enough out there to keep us in the tie. I really, really believe that with the right selection, playing players in the right position. I think we've got enough power, pace, and energy to get us through this tie, even if it's a 2-1 defeat. It keeps us in the tie, and I think we've got the players to do it. But as you say, the boy's attitude and his ability, I don't quite know where his best position is. I don't know if it's a 10. I don't know if he should be in midfield. But his talent's unquestionable. He's got a great attitude, plays with his head up. He works hard for the team. He tracks back. Does everything you want him to do. And I hope he plays tomorrow. And like I say, we could get more like him in the door. We'll be in a good place.
Stevie, you back with us?
Aye, mate, aye.
Aye. Well, your thoughts on Silva?
Aye, listen, he's not a £35 million player for nothing. The boy's got something about him. He might be taking a wee while to find his feet with Scottish football, but I think he'll do all right. Put it this way, he scores 1 tomorrow night, we'll be singing his name. So that'll go without saying. I just think he's finding his feet, and I actually think he's loving his football now. He's playing with a smile on his face, mate. You watch his training videos, he's all laughing and joking and everything else. Boys enjoy it. He's got the Rangers bug, I think. But he just needs to be a wee bit more clinical. Same as the big man, Big Deserts. I told you a while back that we'd seen the worst of Deserts and he was going to get better. And that seems to be the case. And I think it's going to be the same with Silva. I think he's all right. I think he'll do all right, Ox. The more maybe suit him with a wee bit more room in Europe, a wee bit more space. Might see a better player.
Would you play him tomorrow night, Jayam?
Yep, I would. 100%. I'd play him tomorrow night.
Position?
I'd play him up front. We're going to go into that. I'd play him up front.
As your nine, yeah.
Yep, I'd play with. Well, we'll go. Might be again. I'd be playing with the two of them tomorrow.
All right, okay, we'll come to that later on. Get your team after you maybe in the second part of the show. But he's a guy that I think Stevie said about playing with a smile on his face. He's got a great attitude, Smurf. Huh?
Aye, and it's infectious as well. More players that are playing with a smile on their face, happier dressing room, more confident. Clement's got the guys lifted. He's got the morale's up. Just running through the steam. And I've been thinking as well. We've had that result at the weekend, right? It was basically 3 points lost. And it might be just a wake-up call. It might just be energise us. Getting under the lights, you hear that music on the back of a shock defeat. It might just be the sort of rekindle the fire. And I think everybody's writing us off. I think we'll come out of there no too shabby tomorrow.
I don't think Big Stevie's writing us off, Stevie.
What's that, mate?
I don't think you're writing us off, are you?
What, for tomorrow?
Aye, listen to the show. Keep up. Carry on. Yeah. Smurf says people are writing us off. I said, I don't think Big Stevie's writing us off.
Definitely no. Who's writing us off? Who in their right mind's writing Rangers off? The state Benfica are in. I just don't get it. I don't get why anybody would write us off. If I'm a Rangers fan, man, but we should be rubbing our hands. Is this not where we want to be? Going to big teams like, and the 60,000, 5,000 seater stadiums and playing. This is a glamour time. We're rubbing our hands. This is where you want to be. Right, I don't get it.
We've always done recent or contemporary history. We've done really well against Portuguese opposition. So, the omens are ways. I'm looking forward to it.
Smurf, listen, just let's get back to basics here. As these Rangers fans forgot about what the war cry is? Are they kidding us on here? Right, the Rangers off. You're good.
Yeah,
absolutely no chance.
Smurf.
By the way, what way these Rangers fans get brought up?
You stay on after the show and we'll give you a bit different stuff to read. That right, JM?
Sorry, Pritchman there. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I think. Sorry,
I only wanted attention.
I tell you what, you're better what me all better Bridgeman you used to with that mute button.
Them two are well drilled professionals. Them two.
They go mute.
We missed the bridge, didn't we? We missed him, Stevie, didn't we?
Listen, the bridges. Listen, we talk about legends on this show. I'll tell you right now, there's only one, and it's a Bridge. But what Bridge knows about Rangers? Oh, amazing, great guy, brilliant guy, big gentle Ben, brilliant guy.
Here. Top boy. Right, okay, aye, Smurf, we need to get you to read the different stuff, no? But people have got entitled to their own views, JM. Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be some people that don't fancy us tomorrow for whatever reason. Obviously, maybe the most recent result, but that's people that haven't watched us play. We've, since the managers came in, really, we've been superb. So that's a one-off result. Our recent history in the Europa League speaks for itself. The players, we know they get up for it. There's not going in with excitement tomorrow, not nerves, excitement.
Yeah, it's an away time in Europe against a decent team. Yeah. No, a gimme. So, but you're looking forward to it. I think that's the point Stevie's making. Stevie?
Look, it's all about opinions. I get it, right? There's a bear out there thinks that they're writing us off. Want to come on, because Big Stevie wants a word with you. Where are you getting that attitude for? that we're underdogs and I'm writing Rangers off and all the rest of it. That starts travelling through your support, and no wonder we'll lose games. I just think, looking at the opposition, looking at we've done great in the tournament, and we've done absolutely out of this world against Portuguese opposition. Now, all right, we get beat. The two teams get beat. Porto beat them 5-0. So we'll raise our game, and so will they. I don't think we're that bad a team that Marine fans should start writing us off. So see if there's any Rangers fans out there want to call the show tonight. I want to have a word with you.
Smurf, phone your pal. Tell him my phone on. Yeah. Right, we'll go near that time of the evening. We're going to have a tune. So if you fine gentlemen don't mind getting yourself on mute and come off of mute when the tune's done, we're going to have a tune.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Hi, it's your show. Come in, have a go with Big Stevie. Or do you think he's right? You know, I'm no goaters. I'm no overly confident with the tie. I think tomorrow night will play a big part. If we get a result, I think the pendulum swings giant.
Yeah, it's all about, I think we just go back to 2002. It's these away times, the first one. It's about staying in the tie. But yet again, I know it was the round of 32, the playoff round. Nobody thought we'd go to Dortmund and score 4 goals, did they? That was meant to be the glamour tie and get out and concentrate in the league, and look what happened.
I think if anybody had come on here, Stevie, and said that we were going to go to Dortmund that night and score 4 goals, never mind the result, and said we were going to score 4 goals, they would have ordered a straitjacket for you, wouldn't they?
100%. 100%. You've got to look at the opposition that's in front of you. And I'm telling you right now, we're better than capable for this mob tomorrow night. That's how I can't understand Rangers fans writing us off. Why? On what? What are they judging that on? I just don't get it. You know what I mean? We've done great. tournament. We've done better than them in this tournament. We've done better against Portuguese opposition than what they have. You know what I mean? Unreal. I just hate a defeatist attitude. The Bears have lost, 2 games since Big Phil came in? And that was a bad day to the office on Saturday. And for Bears to say this time tomorrow we should write it off and we're probably going to get beaten, all the rest of it, a defeatist attitude, I'm not having that. I'm not happy with that.
There you go, Smurf. You better phone up your 2 pals and have a word with them.
No, it's certainly no my sentiments. But if you read social media and what people are saying, I think people aren't overly confident. But hey ho, we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. I think if we go there, we keep it tight, we come back with even a 2-1 defeat, or still in the tie, I think we'll go through.
Smurf, I know you're no. No, I'm just going to say to Smurf, I know it's somebody knows it's maybe writing it off, it's no him, but we talk about the players having the right attitude and the right application. Maybe we should start looking at ourselves.
Aye, well, there's a thing.
There you go, mate. See, the way I was brought up as a Rangers fan, you went to that game, you're expecting to win no matter who you're playing. And you always, we will fight to the day. Did they not sing the songs? We will fight till the day is done. Come on, I know we've been in a dodgy place of lately and everything else, but when the Rangers supports never spoke like that, man, come on, what's the war cry? Get the banners up, get the boys backed. We want them to have the right attitude and application. Well, that's got to start with us. Like Phil's asking us to be one. We can't have a defeatist attitude. I know some people are maybe being realistic. Aye, okay, if you come up against Real Madrid and you come up against teams like that, you've got to... It's who we're playing, mate. I don't think Benfica's anything to fear. I really don't. And we've got a chance to get it done.
I'm going to have to get a go. I'll go and take some medication. You've got my blood pressure rising, Stevie. I'm right behind you. Where have we gone? Who are we fighting?
Oh, you want to see me last week in South Fermanagh? They had to get a hold of me.
No.
Oh, hear me.
JM, I'm going to put you in the spot. We'll work our way through the team, and we can include Smurf in this the morrow. I'll ask you first. How are you lining up your team? What's your setup for tomorrow night?
It's however you like to see it. It's a 3 centre backs, so it'd be a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 for me tomorrow night.
I don't think there's a chance that he'll do that tomorrow night.
You're not. He didn't do it away at Sparta.
No, I don't think he'll do it. Do you?
For me, I think there's a chance in the personnel.
Right. Okay. Smurf.
I think he'll go. He'll probably be on paper 4-2-3-1 like he usually does, but it'll be more like a 4-5-1. That's what it will be, in my opinion.
Stevie?
Morph into whatever he needs.
Okay, Stevie.
I agree with Smurf. I think he'll go for something down their lines.
Okay. So let's work our way through, and before hopefully some bit more people come and join us. Do we all agree that Jack Butland will start?
Mm-hmm. Super Jack Butland go.
Right. JM, explain your personnel. Your 5 at the back, 3 at the back, whatever you're doing it. Yeah.
Right. So back. Just make it easy. Back 5: Tavernier, Suter, Goldson, Davies, Ridvan.
Okay. All right. And your 4, Smurf. The back 4.
Aye. So same back 4.
It can't be, mate. He named 5.
Oh, did he? Sorry. Same back 5. We were a keeper that started the weekend then.
No. Try again, right? We've agreed that Jack Butland's in goal. JM named 5 defenders. So you name your 4.
Tavernier, Goldson, Big Soapy, and me Ridvan.
Right. Stevie?
I'm gone with that. That's the same back four for me. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, JM, then what have you got? Is that a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2?
No, it's a 5-3-2 going into it, starting like that, and the wing backs being our attackers. But then I'll have three midfielders: John Lundstrom, Diamandi, and Big Sterling.
Okay. You two gentlemen, you need to pick your two sitting midfielders. Stevie?
Two sitting. I'm going for John Lundstrom, and I'm going for Diamandi.
Interesting. Smurf?
I'll go with. Wouldn't quite line up with that, but I would Lundstrom and Sterling.
Okay. For you boys, it's playing the 2-1, the 4-2-3-1. Who's your midfield in front of the two sitters? Stevie?
I'm going to go with Sterling. I want him to push up. Run.
You put him central?
I'm all right. No. I'm going to play him. Aye. I'm going to play him central. Aye.
Okay. All right. Different. All right. Smurf?
Diamandi.
And so you, JM, obviously you've got your 5-3, your 3-5 out of possession, whatever way you want it on. Are you playing it as a 1-1 or are you playing it with two up top? JM?
I just explained it. I just explained it perfectly on mute, by the way. I'm playing it with I'm playing it with Big Des as the number 9, like further up on the shoulder. Then I'm having Silva running around plugging holes, if you like, in a number 10 position, but just sort of coming back, and he's doing the doggies while Big Des is just being the outball over the top.
Okay. All right. So for Smurf, you're 3 forwards, left, right, and centre forward.
So left might be a wee bit. Maybe people don't agree, but considering the injuries and all that, I'll probably go with
Smurf, hurry up! I've got my work in the morning.
Right. I'll go with Silva on the right.
Silva on the right.
I'll go with Big Dessers through the middle. And on the left, sorry, wrong. Silva on the left, Dessers through the middle, and on the right, his name escapes. So there's a Welsh boy who's just come back from injury.
Tom Lawrence
on the right. Because I think we might not get too many opportunities, and the boy can have a crack for a distance and come in cutting in on his left. I think you'll get good for getting a shot away.
Stevie, can you cover me? I need to go for an arse shave.
You're a bad man.
That's terrible, isn't it? That's bang out order, that, isn't it?
They won it. How long did it take to get 3 players out? Right, on you go, Stevie. You're 3. Left, right, and centre.
Right, I'm going to go with... Listen, I'm going to put Big Sterling out in the right and put Tom Lawrence in the centre. Right? And then I'm going to go with Silva and Dessers.
Okay. If we're honest, mate, with some of the players that's injured, we haven't got a lot of alternatives, have we? Really?
No, it's obviously pretty much the same players other than bar one, depending on the shape. And then it's with them all starting, there's not much to come off the bench, is there, to be honest, especially in an attacking sense. You know, McCausland's a 50-50, it looks like, not even that. And then Scott Wright, and then Roof's travelled with the guys, but you can't guarantee. Roof's not guaranteed to get you minutes. He's obviously nowhere near up to speed. Trying to think if I've missed anyone else in an attacking sense. I don't think I actually have, to be honest. So it's obviously in the midfield you've got Raskin and Jack, both been in the squads, but Jack was in the squad, not got any minutes, and Raskin was took off at half-time. So bodies, that's all it is. Bodies, not many 100% fit players there. That's for sure.
Yeah. We need a break. We need to catch a break, Big Steve here.
Aye. Listen, we need to be a wee bit more there. When we get chances, we need to take them. And we need to be a wee bit more threat for corners and that. This is where you need to be, and everybody needs to be sharp as a pencil. They need to sharpen their pencil. It's as simple as that. Get the balls into the box. We need to attack it more. We need to be a threat. These teams don't like hustle and bustle. Yeah, we might need to bring them down to a wee level. We might need to put the boot into this mob. It's no be nice. They like to play football, I would say, but I know they're not been playing football because they're getting hammered recently, but we just need to we need to be at our best, and I think we'll do all right, Ox. I really do, but we need to take our chances. We need to be deadly in front of goal. Big Deserts gets one or two chances. He's got to take one of them. He really has. This is the games he can't afford to miss sitter after sitter.
All right. Just a start. Mr. Fox has kindly posted in. Benfica played 27 games in the Europa League at home. 121, drew 6. So they've got quite a decent record at home. And he's also, Mr. Fox, posted his team. That will surprise a few people. I think he's setting up as a 4-2-3-1. And it's Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Barisic, Lundstrom and Raskin, Wright, Diamandi and Lawrence. The Dessers up top. Controversial, Mr. Fox. Controversial. Yeah. Right.
Still a good team, but
what's that, mate?
I'm just saying it's still a good team, but not.
Aye. Obviously, there's some decent players in there. Yeah. And there's people in there that's played. There's what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 people's played the European final in the team that Fox has put out. So we'll see where it takes us. Look, it's a phone-in show for us to work. We need you to phone in. It's 0141 356 1972. Phone in and join us as we move into the last 3 quarters of the show. Aye, interesting. JM, I get what you're doing. You're going with you've got 5 when we're out of possession, and then defenders with the cover in the midfield, and then they drop back. They can get forward with the cover still there, with the 3 at the back. Yeah, that's your rationale.
Yeah, that's the rationale. They can drop in and help, and then obviously going forward. And then if Tavernier and Redvan get forward, when we're not getting chances, they're going to have 2 people to hit in the box. I think Big Sterling, obviously the 2 guys had him in there. Big Sterling needs to be in the middle for this one for me. His legs, his power, his pace. I think it's vital that he's in the middle of the pitch and not out on the right for this game, which I think is important. And also, I'm just trying to also put together where I think the team's maybe the most fit as well. It's an option. It's just the way I was thinking. Might not happen, but it's definitely an option he's got with the players. Obviously, the only one there when I say that is Davies has played hardly any football. So it could be a gamble.
Davies has played since Betis, if I'm honest.
And that was my other thinking. He always, even when he went, he always seems to pop up for the Europa League games.
Yeah, it's mental. But we'll see, Smurf. We'll see how it goes and who lines up tomorrow night. But it'll be interesting, eh?
I think it's what will be crucial was just to start in 11. Like we all gave, 5 subs now. He's going to need to play with. He can't press for 90 minutes, but it's going to be high intensity for Rangers. We're going to need to use all the 5 subs, and of course, some guys are coming back from injury, so the loading and all that's got to be managed. How many minutes in the pitch? So we need to be very clever how we manipulate that. But so far, so good for Clement. He's been sensational since he's taken charge, and I've got every trust in him.
Aye. It's going to be interesting to see how we line up, and I just hope we get through it without any more injuries, Stevie.
Aye, oh, listen, Big Phil might have a couple of surprises up his sleeve, Ox. And the injuries we've got's terrible. I mean, we've got a couple coming back, and we've got more going out. We've just got to, listen, they're professionals. They're in a squad. They're playing as a team. They go out with the right application and the right attitude, they'll do great. They'll do all right, mate. They're no great shakes. Big Phil has something up his sleeve. And we'll just, but listen, I can't wait because we're brilliant in this competition, and that's how it's really sticking in my throat tonight when I hear that Bears are giving it right to half. Well, you know, they're a good team. Listen, we all know there's no easy games. I'm not saying that, but I just think, look, why does people make them the favourites? Going to tell me because they're playing in their own patch?
No,
I mean, Betis have been beat at home. Is that correct?
They haven't been beaten. I think it's their consistency in this competition, and also at home, and also on paper, the quality of their squad and what they've spent. But that doesn't mean that they'll win, as we proved in Dortmund, J.M.
No, doesn't at all, doesn't it? If the game was played on paper, we'd all be millionaires, wouldn't we? It's that easy. I think main reason you highlighted there is probably why they are favourites, but they'll be worried about us. They'll see us as a potential banana skin. Sorry. So I'm looking forward to it. I think, as you say, it's exciting. I'm not fit. I'm looking forward to it.
Would all be millionaires bar South Side selection, Stevie?
Oh, South Side there. Oh my God. Whatever he tells me, whatever game I put the opposite on, give me a chance of winning. I don't dare a bookie.
Aye. Right, Smith, have you picked up the battle fever on yet? Big Stevie got a hold of you, shoot you in.
Oh, I didn't need to do that to me. I've been confident about it for the get-go. As soon as I heard the draw, I thought Portuguese opposition, we always give him a tank, and that'll be great. And it's a glamour tie and all. So no, I've no reservations about it at all. I'm happy. I think we can go there, even if we get a defeat. If it's a narrow defeat, I think we'll get through. I really believe that. We played Dortmund, and arguably the best midfielder in the world in our team, and still beat them. So I've got no fears. I think it's a competition that we're well acquainted with. We've got a lot of experience in the squad. Getting to finals, you can tell that with Fox's team. No, I'm absolutely confident about it. I was just merely commenting on stuff that's circulating on social media.
I get it, mate. I get it. Stevie, how are you going to feel tomorrow night with the whole country's right behind us for the coefficient?
Oh, dear me.
Stevie?
You're trying to get me HR, aren't you? You're really trying to get me sent to HR. That's all you're doing. Listen, can I give you a wee... Ox, know how I was on mute and you were going, oh, he's on mute. I was looking for a programme. I knew I had it, and I've fun it here. Can I give you the team? Hold on. Rangers versus Benfica, Portugal. Tuesday, Ibrox, September 28, 1965. Kick-off 7:30, Ibrox Stadium. And I think it was a croon. I think the programme was. Do you want the Rangers team that night?
Aye. What was that in what competition?
Oh, it was just a challenge match.
Aye, it was. I didn't.
Aye. When was it? 1965. Right. I'll give you the team. Right. Here we go. Richie. Right back. Watson, Johansson, McKinnon, Proven, Gregg. Number 11, Johnson. Number 10, McLean. Number 9, Forrest. Number 8, Sorensen. And number 7, Willie Henderson. Unbelievable, eh? I'm looking at this old programme and it's absolutely brilliant. Tell you a wee bit about Benfica and that. See the all advertisements. It says on the back, the theme of the team, we are the people. tell that to your mate Smith. The theme of the team, we are the people. Who do we fear? Absolutely brilliant. Oh,
Did you steal
Peacock.
Did you steal that programme out my drawer?
No, I did not. Not at all. I've got it here. You want to see the programmes I've got here, Ox? I'll get through. So I knew I had the Benfica one. When you said, he doesn't know how to work his button, because I was trying to find it. I knew I had the Benfica programme, but I didn't realise it was just a challenge match.
Aye, because that was the first time we played them officially. But obviously we played them in that friendly, if you like. But I tell you what, we'll go to the manager. If you don't mind getting yourself on mute, let's hear from your manager, Philip Clement.
It's a good team with a lot of qualities, so it's maybe even not a perfect situation for us that they come out of a period of 2 games that they lost, because there will be a reaction. You know how these things go. In clubs where there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of expectation, so players want to stand up and they want to react. So I don't doubt that there will be a really good Benfica team tomorrow.
How would you describe the size of the challenge facing them?
Huge, but because of that also exciting for us. There are not many games for Rangers that you don't have much to lose. Normally you're the favorite, you need to win, you need to be dominant, you need to score a lot of goals, expectations are high. In this case, you need to be realistic. You know they have more than double of your budget. But we are really ambitious. We're gonna work really hard to get a result in the 2 games and to qualify. So we are also convinced, all of us, that it's not only about money and about budget, but about a lot of other things, and that we're going to show our quality and we're going to work really hard to get the results in the 2 games.
What you do know is that if you start well, you could put a lot of pressure on them, given the situation they're in.
Yeah, but that's every game like that you want to start well. So that's nothing new. We always want to start well. I never ask my team to start playing football after 30 minutes or after 1 half. So no different mindset. The only difference is that you can have a game where you have less the ball than you normally have. So in that way, we need to have the right mindset to be ready for that also.
How's the squad looking injury-wise?
Yeah, not like I wanted. So as you probably know, we miss 4 wingers tomorrow. So 4 wingers who are not there. Ross maybe also, we will see. He did a warm-up today, he didn't train with the team. He did individual work. We will see tomorrow if he's available to play some minutes or not. So the other 4 wingers are out. So I have 5 wingers and maybe 5 of them are out. So that's a bad situation. We miss 2 playmakers with Kieran Dahl and Todd Cantwell, and we miss 1 striker with Danilo. So that's a lot of offensive qualities that we miss tomorrow. So it's about finding other solutions.
How big a challenge is that, finding the other solutions when you maybe don't have the players that naturally play in those positions?
It's a challenge, and then as a coach you need to see, do you stick to the same system or do you change? So I need to think about that, not anymore, but I had to think about that together with my staff, what to do in these situations, and also towards an opponent as Benfica, how to play. So we made some conclusions about that, and we will see with Ross tomorrow if he's available and how many minutes he's available. That's a question with our medical staff.
A lot of the players have already been involved in special European nights, especially on Thursday nights in the Europa League. What are the qualities you see in this group of players that make them able to step up on these big occasions?
The hunger, the desire, also. Yeah, you can play a different kind of football. I don't know if you guys been outside already, but if you see the pitch, it's like in Ibrox, you can play good football. That changed also the style of playing. And everybody knows that all Europe is watching them. So they did already really good things. I think it was already a very strong performance to finish first in a group like that in Europa League. So now it's a new challenge and a really huge one, because Benfica will be ready. It will not be that they will be underestimating us, they need to react themselves. So getting a result here would be a huge thing.
Philippe, there's a sort of narrative amongst some of the supporters that because of the situation in the title race, they would prefer that the team is putting all their energy, all their focus into that. Do you agree with that? Is that something you bag with? Is this game a distraction you could do without?
No. And I said it in December. There were some people of the board who told me that before our European game, that it was maybe more important that we won the League Cup. And I told them I'd never work that way, because I want players who are hungry for every occasion and want to win every occasion. So it doesn't work that way. It's not like a menu in a restaurant that you pick out, okay, now we're going to perform, and they're not. Like this, you don't create a winning culture. So, okay, it's a busy schedule. Yes, that's true. It's about us working really hard with all the players, all the staff, to get the players ready. And it's about the players themselves also to show that they're ready for that kind of competition. So we're going to go full for this game. We're going to go full in the weekend, and we're going to go full Thursday again, and we're going to go like that until the end of the season.
When the director said that to you, Philip, did that surprise you to hear that?
No, because it was really with good intention. The hunger to win a trophy again was so big in the club that everybody wanted to put emphasis on that. But afterwards, after our night in Spain, they were also really happy. And after winning the League Cup, they were even more happy that they had both. So I think everybody understands that we want to get the best out of everything, and we were going to work hard for that.
When you talk about the players who are missing, and the fact that you have the wingers missing, does that change your approach to this game, the way you'll set the team up?
Yeah, of course. Otherwise, we would have put other players. So I need to make a decision if we change the system, or do we put players in a position that they're less used of playing. So that's a decision to make. But if everybody was fit, it would be a different starting 11. Everybody understands that.
Does that mean that you would have come here to win, and you still want to win?
No, but we come to win now also.
Yeah.
I never start a game to lose or to play a draw. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in putting the bus and only defending. I never done that. When it was with smaller teams to play in Madrid or in Paris against Paris Saint-Germain, or in Leipzig with Bruges, we always attacked to win games. I don't think if you have a culture of that and working on that every day to create chances to score goals, and then for one game you're going to do the total opposite. The moment you get a goal against, you kill the minds of your players. So we will always fight to create chances. But like we did in Spain, in that game, we defended really well and we attacked also. So it's going to be the same tomorrow. We need to defend really well because they have a lot of qualities in that way.
You're still in 3 competitions, right? Are you worried about the volume of injuries might make it impossible to keep going on 3 fronts?
I don't believe impossible exists. So we need to find solutions if there are problems, like they are now in positions, like we did in December when we didn't have one midfielder. One moment or a few weeks, there was not one midfielder available, so we found solution there also, and we need to do that. And my team is also ready to do that, to give everything for the team, whatever position they have to play.
Benfica have never lost a Europa League game here. Is history there to be made?
That's a nice stat, yeah. It's a nice challenge. I hope so. But I know for that we need to be on our toes and overperforming, and you need a little bit luck. You need a very good goalkeeper on his day to be really strong, and you need to be very efficient. So that's a lot of things. But we are with a very huge motivation to get all those things out of the game.
I mean, you've had some special nights at Ibrox in Europe in the Europa League. Is it just important to make sure you go back to Glasgow with something to work with.
Yeah, but that's always the target. Huh? So we want to win tomorrow. But of course, if you're in the last 10 minutes and you feel it's more important to defend the results, we will do it also. We're not naive. But of course, you want to go with the results to Glasgow to have this game. And you know in Ibrox, everything can happen. So, but I don't want to think too much about results before this game. I want to put all our mindsets on trying to win the game. Not on being satisfied with anything less for the moment.
Is it important for the players to remember that it is a two-legged game and that what happens tomorrow, it will only be half-time in the tie, and to concentrate across, if you like, the fact that it's the chance to go back to Glasgow, the home crowd, the Ibrox noise, all of those kind of things? Is it important for the players to almost remain and maybe not go chasing the game tomorrow night?
No, that's important, and to keep good control in everything what we're doing, but that's always been our philosophy. We're never running crazy out of positions. It's always out of a structure. So that's what we want to see tomorrow also again. And knowing indeed like that there are two games and that you have still, how to say this, the second chance at Ibrox, but I don't want to think about second chances. I want that my team goes full for the first chance already.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Wow, what a man. Stevie?
Aye, well, he's no one to lie down in any games at all, is he? He's got a right attitude, as far as I'm concerned. He's got it to win tomorrow. There's none of us parting the bus and all this carry on. He's sending his team out to do the business. And if the Rangers fans that had any doubt and want to think that we were just going here and we should rubbish the game and all that, think twice. Get behind the team, get behind the manager, change your attitude.
JM, when you hear that, the four wingers, the two playmakers, the centre forward, 7 forward players missing, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And the creativity, was that your rationale when your width was going to come for your two fullbacks? Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, that's what I just thought the service were going to come from a little bit, because obviously apart from Lawrence maybe, and I'm Diamanda to be fair, but you know, he's still young and raw, there's maybe not the creative player there. I thought that's where the service can come from, but even though you name all them players missing, he's made it clear it's not an excuse, is it? He is going there to win that game with whoever he's got, and he's going to try and find a way, isn't he? But yeah, no, it's, when you list them all out, it's a lot of attacking players to be missing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. Forward plus Smurfer.
Well, it's a forward line that would get into practically any other team in the country. So when you look at it like that, I mean, if you look at the monetary value that's sat there in in a treatment table, frightening. But he's not interested in that. He's interested in solutions. There's no negativity. You know, we've had great managers in the past that have went away when we've been up against it and parked the bus. There's none of that either. He's leading for the front. His demands are exacting, and no, I think it's contagious. I'm looking forward to the game, and the game's going to be played over 180 minutes. Fans need to remember that, and if we come back, even if it's a narrow defeat, we're still in this tie.
Aye, it's only half time. One of the things that pleased me in the interview there, JM, was the fact when he said, look, with 10 minutes to go, depending on the score, you might try and shore the game up. I'm no naive. You know, he's aware of what he's doing. He's telling you his philosophy, but he's not going to try and defend for 90 minutes. So I actually quite like that statement.
Yeah, yeah. He says he's going to win the game. He's not saying he's going with 4 attackers and he's going to go hell for leather. He's saying that he's not sitting back and hoping for the best. He's going to have a tactic to win the game. And like you say, and also be, you know, conscious that it's a 2-legged tie. And if it is 0-0 with 5-10 minutes to go, they might be happy with that. and except, then we are going back to Ibrox, and suddenly we become the favourites if we're not already in some people's eyes. So that's what he's saying, and that's what you like to hear. Saying very different, saying you're going to win a game and you're going to go all out attack.
Yeah, he talks so much sense, Stevie. Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air.
100%, and I like what he said about if you cast your mind back to what he said about the park. Listen, I said it earlier on before the interview. Big follows a couple of wee surprises up his sleeve. But it sounds of things, he's no naive. He's not going to go hell for leather, as the youngin said there. He's just not going to go out there and go and hammer tongues. He's going to have a plan in place. They're going to have a game plan and they'll stick to it. And I think we'll do all right, Ox. I really do. But we're a football team. The part's in immaculate condition. You heard what he said there. And when that boy said to him about writing games off, what games is more important, they're all important to him and they're all important to me. And every Rangers fan, as you said, there'll no be a Rangers fan tomorrow once that whistle goes, no caring if we win or no. Everybody will be wanting us to win.
No. I get what people got their own maybe preference in a perfect scenario to pick it out. But once the whistle goes, JM, nah, you want to win, and any stray pass or any misplaced pass or somebody doesn't go with their brother, the people in the stadium will be screaming them, and we'll all be there and watching on the TV.
100%. What about the comment about him telling the guys from the board, that's not how I operate?
Brilliant.
That's not how I operate. And by the way, there was a few people thinking the same, and by the way, again, you could maybe understand the rationale, but what did he do? It's not how he operate, and he went and won both matches.
Because there's no surrender, gone big fool. Come on, the teddy bear.
Right, you calm down. It'll not be HR, we'll need to take you. It'll be the medical room.
One more sleep. And all you'll hear is and the bells will be right into it. There'll be no capitulation and there'll be
Hello, Stuart. If you know what to do, you just wait. We'll bring you in. You don't need to speak. We know when you're there. Evening, Stuart.
All right, buddy. Right. Right,
yeah, I know it's your first time calling in, mate. I know
it's I'm a greenback. Right.
Give us your thoughts. Give us your hopes. Give us your aspirations.
Does that mean aye? Just listening to the manager, you heard what he said. He said they might have to change the shape a bit. So he's not got the personality he would like. So he's got to kind of shore it up a bit. I think I'm going with the back three: Sterling, Goldson, and Suter. With the Tav and Ridvan as the kind of wing backs this time. I think he's got to go with that. I mean, there are no much options for him. If he doesn't, I mean, look at us against Motherwell. The midfield seemed off the home at times. Motherwell were had a lot of time on the ball in that area. That was probably because we weren't at it either. But we've got to shore up that midfield and cut things down for them a bit, cut the opportunities down. And then when we do get the chance, as one of the guys said, we've got to take it. We can't go missing 5 or 6 chances. It's got to be a real Betis or Sparta Prague first half sort of scenario. But he's got to change the shape for me. He's got to. Free at the back. Sterling covering for Tav on the right. Absolute certainty. That's my prediction.
All right. I think young JM had three at the back with different personnel. JM.
Yeah, for me it was Tav, Suter, Golson between them, Davies, and then Ridvan. Just what I thought of our whip for that, and then I agree it can be even more. I think that shapes. I think that's how he's going to line up. Just get a feeling it's going to be a 5 at the back. You better jump in and tell him, Stevie.
Sure, and you come.
Oh, sorry. Aye. I mean, they've got to revert back to that. I just think Davis has not had a lot of opportunities or minutes over the last wee while. So to chuck him in at that level again, he's not a confident guy at the minute anyway. So I think that could be a bit of a disaster. All right, he's a left-sided player. Aye, I get that. But you never know what this guy's going to do. He might stick Barisic in there. You know what? I'm kidding. Barisic isn't good with the crosses and stuff like that. But he could have went with sort of 3 at the back. What do you call it? we got three at the back. No, what am I thinking? Three at the back would be Sterling, Goldson, and Barisic to give you that width on the left. But I don't think he's got to put Davis in, I really don't. He'll go with the Suter and Goldson and another, I would imagine. Interesting.
I'd be interesting to see if he does tweak his shape. He's not done that often. He's been consistent. I think horses for courses is good for a manager personally. Stevie, and then Smurf. Stevie.
Sorry, Ox, what was that? Aye.
Put your programmes on and listen. Smurf, in you come.
So no, I think like you're saying, horses for courses, and he's able to switch it up. But I just think with the personnel he's got, he's the midfield is going to need to be strengthened and stiffened up a bit, and he's going to need pace and power in there. So I think Sterling's going to play in that midfield really do. I can't see them lining up like that. I see them playing more of a 4-5-1 really at times, and then as they go offensively, will plan out. But I see Diamande and Sterling in the midfield with what's his face? Can't remember his name now. I don't see him playing three at the back.
All right, interesting. Stevie, you want to chip in?
I don't see him playing three at the back at all. I think he'll keep it as normal as he normally plays. No, he'll be four at the back, and he'll have some sort of maybe we're going to kind of sit and maybe hit them in the break. But he said he's not going to defend. It's not in his style. Listen, he'll have a game plan. The Bears will stick to the game plan. I just think we'll go there. He'll probably size up the weaknesses of the other team, and that'll be a big factor too. That's not been mentioned. He'll have a look at them and see where Porto destroyed them. Was it high balls, set pieces? But listen, this man's... I've got every bit of confidence for this man at Elm. He'll set that team up and they'll be very hard to beat. Don't you worry about that. And if we can keep the score down, as JM says, and get them back to Ibrox, we're in the next round. We can start booking flights.
All right, we've been joined by Domano. Evening, Domano.
Good evening, lads.
Evening.
I'm with Stephen, but Stevie, we're in this next round. Bett's performance tomorrow, Dortmund performance back in Scotland at Ibrox. A good record against the Portuguese. No surrender, Stevie, you know what I mean? A lot of bears are...
Listen, mate.
I know one the caring about it, but kick-off time will be all up for it, you know what I mean?
Aye, but you've got to remember, Domano, Europe's not for everybody.
It's true. I agree with Stuart as well. I don't think we'll go three at the back. Davis won't get a start. He's not played in how long?
Bettis was the last time he started, mate. I think that might have been the last time he played. If I'm being honest, I'll need to check that out, but I don't think he's played much.
He's stealing a wage off us, isn't he? We tried to get shot at him. He didn't want to go. So he's been stealing a wage ever since. The sooner he gets out the door, the better.
He's not played a lot.
But almost to tomorrow.
Are you confident, or are you looking for the tie to sort of swing in our favour? Still been the tying by Ibrox. Is that your theory, Domano?
Aye. That's it. I'm more confident about beating them, honestly, but 5 goals shipped against them, against Porto. I watched them, mate, and apparently they're no good at the set pieces. I think this is time for Goulson to get his back on the end it, but get him a target this time. He's due a goal with Goulson, half a set piece. So I can see he's scoring. Hopefully McCausland will make it.
JM, set pieces, always important, and that's been a frustration for the last few weeks. I
was going to say they'll do well to concede from us from a set piece, wouldn't they? It's not been our strongest thing, especially at the weekend. I don't know. it's been a mixture, hasn't it? Of some weeks it's been poor deliveries, and other weeks for some reason we don't look like we can get on the end of them. But no, tomorrow night in Europe, fancy it. These teams don't always seem to fancy the hustle and bustle. So hopefully we can make them count. Because as the guys are saying, it might be our best chance of nicking a goal from a set piece.
Stevie?
Aye, listen, it's the opposite. I mean, we're rubbish with corners, not that. We've already said that. I mean, the amount of corners we get, what we get for them, very few and far between. But this could be the game where they're hopeless. They're really bad at defending set pieces, and we might just go on a few, it might just go our way. I'm glad Kilmarnock come on. I like listening to Kilmarnock. He's a hood rat like myself, you know what I mean? He's brought up in the scheme, and he's brought up, let's say, I don't know how to put it without getting sent to HR. Just let's say he's got the same attitude as me.
To be fair, one of these have moved on.
We don't know who.
Anyway, listen, I can't even Rangers fans with an attitude. Listen, but we're always brought up when Rangers were playing. You want to beat. Didn't matter if it was a friendly or what. You were always wanting to win the game. Didn't matter who was the manager. You're expecting the team to go and give 100%. And Rangers fans with that attitude, I can't believe that. That's broke my heart in two. That their fans are writing us off, and it's a nothing game and all that.
Stevie, remember the internet. Remember the internet.
Aye, I know. Aye. Not everybody's a woman on the internet. I know. I get it, mate. I really stay off that. But anyway, no.
Fox, you'll confirm that.
Pity Brenda doesn't know that, man, wasn't it? Nobody's know a woman.
Stuart, it's a big game, and it's a glamour tie. It's welcome revenue for the club, and if we do manage to get through, it's even more revenue for the club, yeah. And hopefully, one of our 7 forwards back in.
I mean, I'm confident. I mean, if I'm looking at the worst case scenario being a draw, but I'm quite confident. And what I like tonight is with Silva, and he's all happy there. He's got to play the morning. He's starting, absolutely, 100%. That could be the game that kind of turns it around for him. What I think it is, he's too enthusiastic. He's trying too hard. That's what. If he's trying to guide that ball against Motherwell, just guide it in rather than a wee bit more confidence with a bit of laces through it, bang into the net. So he's on his home turf. He spoke to his family. He's got friends there. He's in a good sort of frame of mind. The pressure might be off, even though it's a big game. Others will feel the pressure. I think he'll feel less pressure because he's gone back to his own place. He's probably played there before a few times. And that's why the guy said set pieces, they're no great at set pieces. And this could be, all we need is a wee bit of luck with the set pieces, a wee bit of variety. Like say, you see what Kilmarnock was doing with set pieces. That was quite good. So there's a lot of wee things out there. I'm sure he'll be working on them. But I'm looking for a minimum of a draw. You know what I mean? I'm quite. Listen, everybody will be saying, it's a nothing game, nothing to lose. But everybody will be sitting in the morning, glued, desperate for a win in the morning. They'll be desperate for a performance. Let's be honest. They want a good performance. And if you get a good performance, we'll get a good result.
I'll be honest with you. If we had a crap performance and we scored a winner in the last minute, the man up might criticise the performance, but I would take it.
Oh, I take that all night long. Yeah, absolutely.
Aye. You know, that's the reality, you know.
I think Silva will start as well. I also think Big D John will be in the midfield, actually, with Lawrence. We've got it in. It's a Thursday night. You know what I mean?
What's your team, quickly, Dominic? What do you think the team will be?
The usual two in midfield will have Ridvan and Tav. Big Sterling, Lawrence and Lunny sitting at the back. And the front three, hopefully McCausland will make it. Seamer at the right and Dessler's in the middle. That's my starting lineup.
Seamer? You mean Silva?
Silva, I keep on saying that. I can't get that out of my head. Silva, sorry, aye.
If he brought Seaman out the bag, that would be one out the bag, wouldn't it?
That'd be good.
I keep on saying that. I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah. Aye. Right. So, Smurf, how's it going to go tomorrow night?
I'm going to go for I reckon a 2 each. I think it'll be golden.
And who's scoring the goal, Smurf?
I'll go Tabs. He's always good for a goal in Europe, isn't he? And Tom Lawrence.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We could do with one of our strikers scoring JM. There's no scored in 2 games.
Yeah, we could do with him chipping in or getting close, couldn't we? Could do with one of them bagging a goal tomorrow. Big Silva tomorrow, back in Portugal. Time for him.
I remember he's a Porto man, mate. They love lost between the Porto and the Lisbon teams.
No, yeah, it'd be good to see. He'll be right up for it, won't he?
Mhm. Aye. Listen, last word for your good self, Stuart. Great to hear from you as always, mate.
Aye. I mean, for me, it's all set up for Silva.
You were late tonight. We want to know why you were late. We want to know off your law.
I know. I've been fleeing about like mad tonight, honestly.
Good
aye, so Silva, it's all set up for him. And Big Clement, you'll never sit and guess him. I mean, we've all sat and we've listened to him, and you're trying to think of the team. I would doubt if any of us have got it right at times, more times than no, in the way he's going to play. I get a feeling, I don't know why, I get a feeling Ridvan's going to get a goal. I don't know why he's going to go on one of his wee mazy runs. They're not used to somebody like that cutting in, maybe, and he's got a no bad wee shot on him. So I could see us getting a 1-1 or possibly a 2-1, a real better type of performance. Again, we were a bit backs to the wall with that. I mean, they had good wingers. The boy on the right, left-hand side scored the goal. He done McCausland, he did the 1-2, and he was right through. He's a good player, that boy. So I think, obviously, Ridvan, I could see him being a key player going forward because they've not really got much winger sort of thing. And the way he cuts in, I just get Silva's going to score the more. Tell me, you get your cash on Silva. And you know what? That big eagle that flees around the stadium at the beginning, get your money on him too, or her. I don't know what it is.
Here's an interesting stat. Real Sociedad, who topped Benfica's group in the Champions League, are 1 place behind Real Betis in the Spanish league as we sit. So there you go, eh? There you go. Right, last word for your good self, Smurf.
No, thanks for having us on. I think tomorrow will be good value. I've got absolutely no fears. I'll hopefully join you tomorrow for the pre-match show.
Cheers, mate. Always a pleasure. Domarnock.
I'm going for Golson scoring off a set piece. As long as we mix up the corners a wee bit, there was too many out swingers there. Mix it up, out swingers, in swingers, short corners, and it's back to Ibrox to beat them. Can't give you a score, but we'll take the tie.
All right, brilliant, mate. I'll go to our swinger. We're an expert, Stevie.
Listen, Rangers. I hope one of the boys can faster take an air rifle and shoot that big eagle right at the start and let them know we're here, know what I mean? Blast that into nothing. Anyway, the Bears will do all right. We've got big Full at the wheel, and I think we'll do all right. See, when people write the Rangers off, that's when we love it. That's when we love it, man. All I want to say is, I hope my mate's all right. I hope he doesn't get into any bother. And I just wish all the Teddy Bears would go a good trip. And I hope that the boys that are paying £400 and £500, I hope the Rangers team do it for them. I really do. We're no boring. We'll rubbish this and concentrate the league. What a lot of tosh. Come on, Rangers, no surrender. Get into them, man.
Stevie, you've been asked to report to HR. It is a new one. It's for animal abuse. Okay. JM, last word for yourself. And we never discussed corners, and I know you wanted to discuss it. We'll maybe do it next week. Carry on.
No, not a problem. Yeah, He almost went the whole show about going to HR, didn't he? It was good. No, cheers, guys. Enjoyed it tonight, and just really looking forward to tomorrow night. Rangers back on the European stage again. Looking forward to it.
Here. Thanks to Stuart, Smurf, and of course the one and only Dermot for joining us here on the show. Thanks to JM and the legend that is Big Stevie for doing the show. Fox and Old School Blue, I doff my hat to you both. A new and better software. They've introduced it in the last 24 hours, and I've put a lot of time into it, and it seems to be working great. So thanks to they two guys, because without them, there's no show. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock with a pre-match show as we build up to Rangers away to Benfica. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your support. Take it away. Old School Blue.
On the Rangers.